Cosby returns to television with something new, own unique style.
You gonna be in there long?
Norton Furniture is here for you. Now, seriously, if you can't get credit in my store, you can't get credit anywhere. My name is Mark, and you can count on it.
540, join.
Join the fun. All have some.
Blow it up now, give it a whack. Turn up the fun with Balzac. Hit it.
Hello. I am sorry, but I must interrupt this show.
Later, you know what it is. Hey, ham solo. It's time, baby. Low. It's turn how we do. Hey.
They said we said we lit. They said we said we on. They said we said strong. They said we said go. We say that you heard right. 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 They said we said we in. They said we said on. They said we said strong. They said we said go. We say that you heard right. We say that you heard right. We say that you heard right. We say that you heard right.
Man, I swear that it's imminent. I've been going so hard on my penmanship. About to go in and buy me a whip. And I pull that shit fresh off the dealership. I can leave you on red like an Xbox. Got me laughing at you like you Red Fox. Got you chasing Hot Wheels like a Matchbox. EA running the game and it don't stop. Super cold like I'm playing for Blitz. Cause you all in my sights like Red Dead Redemption. Never gonna slip on my pimpin'. Better get out my way, bitch, I'm on a mission. Really ain't no competition. I'm steady grilling opposition. I'm get up and ready to win. They can play it how they play, but fuck what you say. I'm getting this money today.
Last of us like a dying breed. Down the ride like a noble steed. Fatality moves, I make it bleed. That's on any game, that's on any screen. Shut up and give me your money. They said we so lit. Even if I take an L, we coming back just to show that we don't quit. They said we hit. They said we said we on. They said we said strong. They said we said go. We say that you heard right. 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 They said we said we in. They said we said on. They said we said strong. They said we said go. We say that you heard right. We say that you heard right. We say that you heard right. We say that you heard right.
Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another installment of the Lowdown on TSWS Gaming. I'm Loke7, and joining me, as always, is this man up here, Mr. Matt Likes Games, the only man that knows how to lick digital games. Matt, welcome in. How you doing? What you been playing?
Buddy, let me tell you about how I'm doing. I'm literally right now killing automatons and helldivers with a Halo 3 assault rifle. That's how I'm doing right now. That's how I'm doing. And soon it's going to be the shotgun. And then you won't be able to tell me shit.
It's that important to play with Halo stuff on.
Yes. Yes, it is. Oh my God. It is. I like you did. I can't talk. I can't talk.
He's speechless. Well, that's what you've been playing. How are you feeling though?
Pretty dang good, you know. I mean, I can't really complain. I'm thinking, but I can't really complain. I really can't.
That's always a good sign. If you can't complain, that's a good sign.
It is.
Welcome in. Stanley Francois says, yes, sir. LFG, what's happening, fellas? What's on screens, what's happening? Forget what Matt's talking about. What's on screens, what's happening? Vincent Vega, welcome in. Y'all make sure to smash the like button. It says, good evening, nobody said late. Well, you just did. You just did, Vince. Matt, I've been playing Metal Gear Solid Delta.
That's too bad. I'm sorry to hear that.
I don't know how, like, you say you're speechless. I'm breathless. I've been blown away by the greatness that has been put in front of me. I've only played it for a couple of hours because I was out of town. I had to take my kid back to school. He's doing boarding. Um, I've played about 9 hours, so nothing really. If you're talking about Metal Gear, excuse me, my voice is a bit hoarse because I've been talking with my brothers as well, and we've just been, just glazing the game and just how visionary the whole thing was. Anyways, I played about according to Steam, I played 9.6 hours. I've got 11 of 45 achievements, so just scratching the surface. And I'm a very happy customer. I will not be getting a refund. None of that. Just
Oh man, I'm sorry.
no need to apologize for me having a good time. There's no need to apologize.
Mm.
Fuzzy, welcome in. Vince says Delta
Ooh,
runs like cheek. What? Well, as I was saying to Matt, uh, nothing
it,
wrong with cheeks.
it
Cheeks are actually like
low,
I'm in jokes on
low,
you. I'm into
low,
cheeks.
low.
I'm that
He's not.
guy.
He's not saying, "Hey, look at those fucking hot cheeks over there." He's saying, "This shit runs like cheeks." There's a big difference. There's a very big difference. One of those is good, and the other one is bad. Very, very bad.
Okay, give me context. Go ahead, give me context, man.
Like if I say Metal Gear Solid Delta is
Yeah.
cheeks,
Okay.
that's bad. That's not
That's
good.
bad.
If I say, damn girl, your cheeks are crazy, that's good. She's got crazy cheeks. But like, we're not saying that here. That's not what we're saying here. We are definitely not saying that. We're saying the bad context version of this.
The bad context version of it. Seawolf, welcome in, says I'm on base PS5. That's a pro problem. Also on base PS5, it runs well.
It runs
Seawolf.
better than the Pro.
Wow.
Again, that's like it's Unreal Engine 5, and for whatever reason, like with the PS5 Pro, I'm sure it will get better as the generation goes on, but like there's like a lot
Okay.
of games that just seem to brute force it. Like we'll just turn things up and up the resolution, or
Mhm.
we'll just up the resolution and it'll be fine. But like it's a stronger GPU, but it's not so much stronger that you can just, hey, now we're gonna output a crazy resolution and it's gonna be fine. It's especially on Unreal Engine. Dude, I was playing uh Oblivion Remastered, another Unreal Engine game. I love it, but if we can be honest, it's busted. They've done work on it, but it's still busted. And it's
Yeah.
I can play that on my computer. I've got a 9070 XT. It's a strong graphics card. It is the strongest AMD graphics card of this generation, and
Hmm.
it's using almost 90% of the time, 99% of my GPU. It's and that is way, way faster than anything that is in a PS5 Pro, or certainly a base PS5 or Xbox Series or Series S or any shit.
So
So
I need to check. I need to check um, CPU usage because I only checked frames
GPU
and
usage, GPU
sorry
usage.
GPU. Yeah, I only checked frames because of what people are saying on social media,
Yeah.
and mine was hovering on like 55 to 60.
Well, yeah,
Most of
your
most of
frame
the time
should.
I was on
It's
60.
so
Most
the
of the
thing
time,
with what's that? Sorry.
most of the time I was on 60.
Yeah. So the thing with Unreal Engine that is the problem isn't so much that you're not getting 60, because like you can
Okay.
get 60. It's the frame times. For whatever reason, Unreal Engine 5 has very, very poor frame time pacing. Um, and I didn't read the article, but I saw an article earlier today. I probably should read it.
Hmm.
There was an article earlier today about Tim Sweeney from Epic talking about why why that is the case for a lot of developers, and I should probably actually get into that and read that at some point, but that is a
Yeah,
known
you should
issue.
probably do that.
That is a known issue, and that's why it was such a big deal when the CD Projekt Red devs came out with that Witcher 4 whatever you want to call it, tech demo, because they were talking about how they're actively working with Unreal Engine to make sure that is not a problem, not just in their game, but something that they can advise Epic on to make Unreal better for other developers. So like you can get 60 FPS, no problem. It's just there will be it's called like your 1% lows on PC is like what is your frame rate dip to, because that's going to determine the smoothness of your game. So if you're getting 60 FPS average but your 1% low is like 25 FPS, you're going to feel it when it goes from 60 to 25 FPS, and it's not going to feel good.
Okay. That is an unfortunate state of affairs from what I'm hearing from you. Vince says they limited it to 60.
Oh, so it's capped at 60, I
So
guess?
it's capped at 60, Vince.
Oh, okay. I mean, that's probably smart given Unreal Engine 5's issues. It's probably the smart thing to do there. Sucks that you can't do more than that, but I guess it's probably a smart thing for now while they work on it.
Yeah, you can't get everything essentially. No. Well, first off, Sapo, welcome in. Smash the like button. And no, I will not be getting it on PlayStation. I'm
Yeah,
I'm a retired pony, especially with
yeah,
situations like this. With situations like this, where it's like, yeah, on PlayStation and Xbox, it's ass, the negative ass, because everyone knows that. Well, I just found out there's two versions, there's two sides to this coin. I thought ass was all good at all time, but okay, it
mhm,
runs terribly on console, but it runs awesome on PC. I pre-ordered this thing as soon as it was available to pre-order. Yes, I was a hypocrite, Matt. I always tell people don't pre-order digital. It's digital. What are you pre-ordering for? I didn't care. I didn't care. As soon as pre-orders were up for Metal Gear, I was like, yes, let's go.
bro.
Let's do it now. And I didn't even get like the basic edition, bro. I got like the deluxe, useless, step on my nuts edition. That's the one that I got,
There you go.
and I don't regret it at all.
And Konami
At
did
all.
it. They stepped right on your nuts, but
Well,
and
they
they,
did
they
step on my
started they
nuts.
started jumping up and down on it.
No, no, no.
Yep. They
They stepped
take
on
it.
people. People who bought this on console are screwed essentially, but on PC it's fine. I
Well,
mean, we were
here's
talking about a pre-show, right? Over 1,700 reviews, mostly positive. I mean, come on. You know PC doesn't fuck around if a game is not optimized properly. You know this, man. Come on. We can't one day sit there and be like, "Ooh, look at what's happening with Monster Hunter," and this is a clear reflection of the quality of the game and the state of the game, etc., etc. And then the
well,
next time, when now it's in favor of Metal Gear, a game that you hate, now Steam
but
reviews don't matter.
hold on, because you said PC doesn't fuck around when it comes to performance and stuff. Well, here's the
No,
thing.
I'm talking about in
Let's
terms of reviews. I'm talking about reviews.
Okay.
The feature,
Well, let's talk about this.
yeah.
Well, I'll get since we're shitting on a game that you like, I'll throw
We're
in a
not
game that
taking on a game that I like.
I'll throw.
No,
Well, since I'm shitting on a game that you like,
there
I'll
you
throw in
go.
a game. I'll throw in a game that I like as an example.
Okay.
Again, Oblivion Remastered. It came out. It was busted. It was so unbelievably busted. Nobody cared. Nobody cared. Everybody bought it. Everybody played it. Everybody couldn't stop, myself included, couldn't stop talking about how much fun they were having with it. Nobody cared. It still runs like butt on PC. Nobody cares because it's fun.
Negative, but dude, the context is necessary for the chat. All
No,
right.
it's not. And the context is necessary for you, Logue. It's not necessary for the chat. Everybody in the chat knows what I'm saying. And I'll throw this in here as well. I just talked about Helldivers, how much I'm loving it. And I bought
Yeah.
that on PC and it's great on PC. I'm playing it on I don't know what it's like on PS5. But if like you're someone playing on Xbox with this launch, and I'm playing a lot on Xbox right now, dude, it's rough. But I don't give a fuck. I really don't care. Because I'm having
Wait,
fun.
you're playing Metal Gear on launch, and it's rough
Metal
on Xbox.
Metal Metal Gear. No.
Wait, what are you playing on launch right now?
Helldivers 2. It launched on Xbox.
Oh, okay. All right.
And
All
it's
right.
rough. It even has a performance, like you can turn on performance metrics and it's like it stays at 60 a lot of the time, but when you get into a big fight, it's like in the 40s, sometimes the 30s. But I don't care. I'm still having fun.
And we have to be honest about that. There's some games that, we're just more, I wouldn't say inclined, but we're flexible. We're willing to take the good with the bad. If I didn't have a, what, let me be honest. Let me be honest, Matt. If you hadn't
Hmm.
gotten me this awesome PC, right? If you hadn't sent it to me,
Yeah.
I would have got this on PS5 and I'd be playing the crap out of it. Like I wouldn't be giving a crap. Because
Yeah.
everyone that's bitching about it is saying, oh, it's like 32 frames per second, 35, and all this other stuff. I'm sitting here thinking, yeah, I can play 30 frames. That's not a problem for me. I have to be consistent. I've said this before, and I still believe it. I know 60 frames is better, no doubt. 60 frames is better, but I'll play 30, no problem. If
If
that's if that's what's available, I'll bitch about it, right? I'll say this sucks, whatever, but I'll play it. Go ahead, Matt.
I'm at the point, honestly, I'm more elite. Not, I wouldn't even say elitist because it doesn't bother me that much. But like, I, I'm more like I want more than 60. That's kind of the point I'm at right now.
But will you not play a game?
I will. No, I will. I will. That's why I said. That's why I wanted to say. I don't think I'm elitist about it.
Yeah.
It's just. It's just like because 60 FPS was like the thing that was kind of like advertised across both consoles for this generation. So it's like, okay,
Don't
that's
trigger me,
baseline.
Matt. Don't trigger me. It wasn't 60. It was 120.
But I'm saying like they were set. Like what's his name? Um, who's the guy who does marketing for Xbox? Aaron Greenberg, right?
Greenberg.
Yeah,
Greenberg.
he
I
was
still
on.
remember those videos when I paid $2,000 because we can't pay MSRP in Mozambique. When I paid $2,000 for the Series X, I had Aaron Greenberg in a loop in my mind, telling me
Yeah,
about crazy frames. When I bought
yeah,
a TV that can output 4K
yeah,
and 100 plus frames, when I shelled out all that money, I was like, you know
yeah.
what?
Well,
It's going to be worth it. And then
look,
you heard all the stuff about PlayStation. I was like, you know what? I'll get the PS5 as well. All
yeah,
of them at these crazy prices.
sure,
And
sure
I'm
was.
sorry to interrupt you, Matt,
No,
but
you're good.
you done triggered me when you said that
Well,
they advertised 60. No,
well,
they
well.
advertised 120.
Let's go ahead and not get into that because I know you're very passionate. But my point was, it was either him. I believe it was him. He said the baseline is 60. He said that is what the baseline for these new consoles are.
Oh my
So
god.
when I play a game on console that's 60 FPS, I'm like, that's cool, but that's what he said it was going to be. And at this point, like with PC, splitting my time between console and PC, like I played Helldivers 2 on Xbox, for example, like all last night. And then I got on PC before I went to bed and played Helldivers 2. And the PC in my room, that's not very good. That's not that
Mhm.
great.
Yeah.
And I was playing it at like 80 FPS at 4K.
Damn.
And I'm like, this is cool. I like this. I like the Xbox, but this is not 80 FPS at 4K. It's not. So
Reliable.
so I'm like, I'll play this, but like if there's a situation, especially for like shooters or anything fast paced, it's like I kind of at this point would probably lean, especially if it's Xbox Play Anywhere, I'll play it on PC. I'll get it on Xbox, I'll play it on PC. Because after playing games at like 120 FPS on Xbox and then going to PC and doing it on there at higher settings, I'm like, well,
What are we doing?
I mean, yeah. Well, what's
What are we
what's
doing?
the point of all this?
Exactly. Exactly. And that's why when certain thing was available, I could have gotten on the Xbox, could have gotten on the PlayStation, but it's like it's probably going to be better on PC. And here we
Hmm.
are. Here we are. It's a safe bet. Like 90% of games that come out, if you can get it on any platform, get it on PC. Let's see the chat. Welcome in, Dayreezy. What's happening? Make sure to smash the like button. Seawolf says you saw the Gears runs better on the X than the Pro. What a joke. I don't think that's a joke, Seawolf. I think that's perfectly fine. Matt, call me out if you think I'm lying. I
What's
think
the
it's
thing?
perfectly
Sorry.
fine that the Xbox IP runs better on Xbox. I think that makes
Yeah.
sense.
I
It's
mean, here's the thing. Doom: The Dark Ages also did that, and that's my point. Like with the PS5 Pro, it seems like a lot of developers, not just Xbox developers, because there's other games. Like I remember uh, the PlayStation console exclusive from Blue Silent Hill 2 remake was
yeah,
better on base PS5 than it was on the PS5 Pro. Like that's just a problem with developers in general for PS5 Pro is because I feel like if Xbox had a pro version of a console, that would probably make the PS5 Pro versions of their games better also. Because
probably.
they'd have more incentive to be like, okay, we're targeting now two higher powered SKUs as opposed to okay, Sony just gave us this one higher powered SKU. Are we really going to put that much time into it? No, we'll just up the resolution. If it runs a little bit worse, it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, yeah,
So, um, I have a quick question before we get into anything.
yeah.
So September is pretty crazy. September and October are pretty crazy in terms of games coming out.
Okay.
What are you getting in September? Are you getting anything in September?
Hold on. Let me see. Let me see what's coming out in September. September, Borderlands 4.
Okay.
Hell is us. God damn. Final Fantasy Tactics.
You're getting Final Fantasy Tactics?
No, I'm looking at the games that interest me.
Oh, okay.
The game, the games that interest me. It's Borderlands 4, Hell is Us, Final Fantasy Tactics.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm
Damn.
being 1,000,000% honest, Matt, fuck, I'm probably not getting anything.
You're not getting anything in September.
I would love to buy Hell is Us because I'm a Souls like just fucking
Sure.
degenerate. But
Yep. Just
Metal
degenerate.
Gear just came out, Matt.
Yep.
I'm 9 hours in. I'm still like just fucking around with the game. I don't think I'll be able to play anything else.
Oh man.
Yeah, I don't want to lie to myself and say, "Oh, let me buy this and then I'm gonna play it." I'm like, if I buy any of these games in September, I'm probably not even going to bother installing. If I'm being 1,000,000% honest.
Good lord,
Plus,
making me feel like a
I'm
piece
serious.
of shit.
You dude. My current cycle, right before Metal Gear got in, the first Berserker Kazan,
Mm-hmm.
Remnant from the Ashes, Valkyria Chronicles, Crime Scene Cleaner, that's 4, Octopath Traveler, 5, WRC 8. That's 6 games, Matt. That's
Yep.
6 that I'm currently playing right now. And if I'm being 1,000,000% honest, I'm probably going to abandon all the other 5 I mentioned before Metal Gear. I'm probably going to abandon those as well. Dude, just setting up today's podcast. You guys in the chat, you guys know this, Matt as well. Usually, I have the topics, I have the thumbnail, I have everything sorted 12 hours before the pod. This is all done. Sometimes even the day before. Metal Gear, I had to set an alarm for like, yo, I'm not going to stop playing Metal Gear right now. I set an alarm for like 30 minutes, no, 1 hour before the show starts. And the alarm was like, bro, get it together, bro. Get it together.
Yep.
Fucking close this game, open up the tool station, work tools or whatever, and get it sorted, bro. This is terrible.
Damn.
This is bad. Matt, I'll take you guys behind the curtain. Matt DM'd me like, look, we have a show today, right? Yeah.
I was curious because I know you said something about changing the days, and I was like, oh shit, it's Wednesday. I should check if we have a show because I didn't see a pop up or nothing. And yeah, we had a show. But you made me feel like a piece of shit there because I'll tell you, September, and this isn't even October because October is like my most anticipated game, Outer Worlds 2.
What are you doing in September?
But
what's
September.
What's the damage?
It's at least $300+ probably. It's probably about $300+. It's 2K because I'm not going to get 2K because I need to play basketball. I can't not play basketball. So that's $70 down the drain. You've got $70 Chronos New Dawn digital deluxe edition for early access. That's $70. You've got Silent Hill F probably. That is $70. Borderlands 4 on top of that. And it would be more than that if I had to buy Dying Light the Beast, which thankfully I don't have to because I bought the Ultimate Edition of the game, so I get Dying Light the Beast for free. But if we were to throw in Dying Light the Beast, the cost of that's another $60. So 70.
That's $280. That's $280.
60.
Please tell me that's it. Please tell me that's all.
I mean, unless something else comes up, I'll have to look at releases, but that's what I know off the top of my head.
God damn.
And 140 of that is within the next week. So, I mean, that's what's happening for me next month.
October. Let's see October.
And October is even dumber because here's the thing. I'm going to play Outer Worlds 2 in Game Pass, but you know what else I'm going to do?
You're going to buy the damn thing.
I'm going to premium edition buy that shit on Steam, bud. Premium edition. Because I have to. I can't not do that. So there's that. And then, okay, I got to check what else comes out in October because now I'm interested. I know there's a bunch of stuff, but I can never remember.
Oh my God, October is stacked.
Release dates, game.
Oh, this is bad. Bad.
What are we looking at?
Hold on.
2025.
This thing just reloaded again. God damn it.
Oh, they're showing me last year's.
Ghost of EATER, right? Ghost of EATER.
True. Yeah. I'm not getting that new one, but yeah.
Borderlands 6. Sorry, Battlefield 6.
Yep. That's a $70 game.
Little Nightmares 3. Pokemon Legends Z and A. I don't hype it. Matt doesn't hype it, but we all know Pokemon fucking sells. Ninja Gaiden 4 is also coming out.
That's another game I'm looking forward to. Don't gotta buy it, but yeah.
Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2. I like Vampire the Masquerade.
I'm excited for that. That game looks sick.
Yes, that's a big one. What else? Outer Worlds 2, obviously.
Yes, sir.
And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. October is, oh my goodness.
Arc Raiders also comes out at the end of October, which I'm kind of looking forward to. That's a more multiplayer game, though. So, but yeah, September's just kind of going to be a little disrespectful. Oh my God, Borderlands 4 comes out the 12th. So Chronos comes out the 5th. 2K also comes out the 5th. That's $140 in a day, Luke. And then you get literally a week later Borderlands 4, Dying Light the Beast literally a week later, and then Silent Hill F less than a week later. Oh my God.
That is nuts. That is nuts. Reezy says that's what happens when you're a Kojima shill. You forget your responsibility.
He sure does.
I'm not even gonna lie. You know how irresponsible. Let me tell you how irresponsible I was. And I'm not advocating for anyone else to do this, right? But I did something I shouldn't have done. So I drove about 500 kilometers to drop off my son, right? So my sister decided to come with. She wanted to go see some friends, whatever. It's in another city. So I dropped him off for school at boarding, and then we're supposed to come back, right? We're supposed to come back to the current city that I'm in. And she was like, "No, let's go visit my friend." And she wants to chat and whatever. So we go visit the friend. It's supposed to be 5 minutes. This is like 7 p.m. Legit, Matt. We're there until 3 a.m.
That's too
We,
bad.
we were chilling. Just people showed up. We were eating, drinking, and just talking shit till 3 a.m. And then I sat there and I was like, obviously my phone already beeped, right, saying that Metal Gear Delta is now live. I saw the notification. I was just like, you know what? What if we don't sleep? What if we leave here at 3 a.m., right, and drive back?
Jesus.
So
That's
obviously,
terrible.
I did that. I did that. I very responsible of me. But when I got home,
Right.
I immediately just crashed. I passed out. Dude,
Good.
my eyes were
Good.
killing me. I was exhausted. But when I woke up, the first thing I did, like bro, I didn't shower, I didn't brush my teeth, I didn't do nothing. I just woke up, went straight to the PC and turned it on and clicked install. And then I went to deal with the rest of my morning for like an hour. Then I came back and I've just been playing this game like a degenerate until I had to come off for the podcast. That was me being irresponsible. Very responsible.
That is definitely something.
Yeah, it's definitely something. Definitely something. So
Something you
we're
should
looking
not
about,
do.
yeah, please do not do this at home. Sorry, do not do this in real life. And then be like, oh no, I heard it on TSWS. Don't put that on me. All right. So Matt, you're talking about October and September.
Mm-hmm.
Vince says I'll keep my change by using Game Pass and sailing the high seas. I
Hmm.
definitely approve Game Pass. I disavow the high seas because, you know, viruses and stuff. Fuzzy says, I think I'm just buying Final Fantasy Tactics and everything else I want to play day one. The next few months will be in Game Pass or EA Play. Fair enough. Fair enough. Kojima Games turning gamers into Rat Kings a la
Yeah.
Asmongold. No, 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 no. You're not going to put that on me. After it was installing, I went to shower, I brushed my teeth, I took care of, everything else. I greeted the wife properly, the kids. No, 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 you're not gonna put that on me. I'm not
He
another.
showered with his Mountain Dew body wash. Oh yeah.
um.
Nothing wrong with that. Look.
Okay. Okay. Earlier on, Vince says, stop. Since when is it okay to release a shitty port? They had years to work on it. At no point did I say that it's okay for them to to shit to sorry
Yeah,
to
it's not a good thing. It's definitely not
yeah.
a
No, we
good
didn't say
thing.
that. We didn't say that. Well, I didn't say that specifically. What I said was, you know, one, I'm an honest person or as honest as I can be. And I've always said that I'm a Kojima shill. Matt,
Yeah.
please tell me that I'm not lying here. I've always said I'm objective about everything except for Kojima and the games that he makes. Yes?
I mean, you are. You
That's
definitely
all.
are.
So now, after years of me saying this, and then I do it, it's like, oh my god, I can't believe he did it. I mean, what are we doing?
It's
Ron Slasher,
shocking.
welcome in. It's shocking. It's shocking. Michael Jordan made a bucket. Ron Slasher, welcome in. Says Metal Gear is bored. It's not boring. Metal Gear is not
Well,
boring.
yeah. I
It
mean,
says it puts me to sleep with all the cutscenes.
yeah, you're lying. You ain't lying, brother. Oh, what's this?
Okay, I get it. I took a day off work to play Helldivers 2. It started playing from 1 a.m. until 9 p.m. the next night. There we go, Dave Reezy.
Oh yeah,
Almost hit
bud.
24 hours playing Helldivers 2. Good for you, brother. Good for you.
Oh yeah.
The only other franchise that I know will be able to do this, besides okay, obviously, is most probably Football Manager. That is
I
probably yeah.
I thought it was so funny the fact that like just the idea that nobody on Xbox buys games, but if I go to my social, and this is just my friends list. I've got one person online playing the game. It's the middle of the day on a Wednesday right now. I've
Oh
got
yeah.
one person online playing the game. I've got Ham was on just a little bit ago. I saw him online. And then
Hmm.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 people on my friends list own this game. Came out yesterday. That's just off my friends list. So like pretty solid ratio, especially for a game that is not like a big massive AAA thing.
Didn't the guys, the developers, come out saying um,
Oh,
like
damn.
generally positive things, like thanking the fans, or thanking
Oh,
the Xbox Helldivers?
I wouldn't be surprised. I know like it was so packed last night that there were definitely some server issues.
Yeah. You know what, this whole narrative of like Xbox players don't buy games. For me, it's just like the whole support the devs thing. It's like, bro, pack it up, man. It,
I
it, it
mean,
even used to be funny. It used to be funny. Now it's been disproven so many times.
yeah,
Now people are just annoyed.
now we're just saying words just to
Yeah,
say
now,
them.
now it's just saying words. Xbox gets less sales because there's less people on the platform, but
Yeah,
people
yep,
absolutely buy games on Xbox.
exactly that. 100% that.
Supporting the devs still gets them fired. You can buy
Right.
all the copies. You can buy all the copies you want. They still get
It's
fired, bro.
it's our fault. It's not the corporation's fault. It's never the corporation's fault. It's always our fault.
Yeah, nah, man. We need to move on, guys. Can we start with a new fake narrative? We need new rubbish to not care about, or to deconstruct, actually, because deconstructing the same thing is, it's getting boring. It's getting boring.
Yep.
Anyways, let's look at some fun stuff, Matt.
So
Um, as you would know, where is this? There we go. As you would know, the PC community absolutely loves mods, right?
hmm
Guess who's in the game already?
God, he looks like a freak right there. What is that? That's insane. He looks way too shiny.
Way too shiny.
He does. It's
Huh?
like he's covered in some baby oil or something. It's
You know what? You're
weird.
right. Now that I look at like the back of his head with the
Yeah,
sun,
why is his hair
yeah,
shiny like that?
yeah, yeah. It definitely looks like baby oil. Like I can see how you got baby oil from all of this. Yep, that's CJ.
God
And
bless.
obviously it's Brazilians, right? Because if you read here, uniforme, verde militar, verde, you know, like the no, sorry,
No.
I take that back. It's not Brazilian. This is Spanish. My bad. This is
So
Spanish. This is not Portuguese. This is Spanish. But yeah, thoughts on the mod, Matt?
it doesn't surprise me. It feels like every time a new game releases, like the first thing a modder does is like, can we get CJ from San Andreas into it? And usually they can. Usually they can.
That's the first thing. Who if you could mod in anyone into a game, or you know what? Let's say let's say you could make these mods, right, and put in whatever skins you want.
Yeah.
Who would you mod into every single game that you start up?
Ah, man. Probably, I mean, off the top of my head, probably Arbiter from Halo. I probably mod in Arbiter to most things, honestly. I'm trying to think
I
of
need
like a
context.
like what's
I
that?
need context. I need context.
Have you played Halo 2?
I have.
Remember the alien, the elite that you play as that isn't Master Chief?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Arbiter.
Huh.
I'd probably mod him into most things. And then as far as like a real actual like human game character, that's tough. I mean, I'm almost tempted to look over my library of games. You know who I'd mod in?
Who? This is about to be terrible. This is about to be so bad. Whenever
No,
Matt pauses,
I don't think it's gonna be bad. I
oh
think it'd
man.
just be funny because it wouldn't fit with most things unless you dressed her differently, and that would be Bonnie McFarlane from Red Dead 1.
Right. That's who you'd mod in.
Yeah. Or John Marston. Think how cool it'd be to play as John Marston in like, I don't know, Elden Ring.
I don't see it.
You don't see it. A fucking
No.
cowboy in Elden Ring? I mean, come on. Actually, you know what? You know who I'd put in my game? You know who I'd put in my game, look? I'd put
Who?
you and
Of
some
course.
boots with spurs on them. I'd give you two cowboy hats, two 10-gallon hats. You're wearing both of them. And then you got I don't know, what do you got on? You got like a denim vest. A denim vest. You got
Uh-huh.
your shirt tucked in.
Of course.
Obviously collared. You got buttons down the middle of it. And you're wearing, what kind of jeans you're wearing? You're wearing Old Navy jeans, I think.
No, no. Which ones are the ones that Sydney Sweeney was wearing?
Oh my
I'm
god, I don't
wearing
even know.
American
I can't
Eagle.
remember. What
I'm
was
wearing
that? What was
American
that
Eagle.
brand?
American Eagle. That's what I'm wearing.
That honestly tracks because you're about as American as they come.
All right. All right.
So
That's not true. That's not true.
it's,
But
I mean,
it's
you
not true.
never mind. I can't say that.
Yeah, there is. It says Darth Vader for me. Okay. Okay. Ron
There you
Slasher would
go.
would would would, would put on Concord characters. Which Concord character? Show us you're a real Concord fan, Ron Slasher. Don't just say Concord. Say
He'd
character
pick
X
the
or
furry
Y.
character. He picked the little tiny furry girl.
John Marston in Mafia.
Hell yeah,
Oh,
dude. John
I
Marston would
more
kick ass. Or Arthur Morgan. Arthur Morgan. Excuse me. My God.
yeah. It sounded like Arthur Murray when you said that, but okay.
When I notice, I got a speech problem. I notice whenever like I do a word with an R in it that leads
Uh-huh.
quickly into another word, I have a 50-50 chance of stumbling. 50-50
Really?
shot. Yeah. Dude, my speech was so bad in school. Like I couldn't pronounce R's. I like my R's were w. Like trying to think of a word with like a R, like a heavy R sound. Uh
Really?
I'm trying to think of one.
Strap.
Yes, strap would be like in fourth grade. Strap for me would be stwap.
What?
Yeah, I couldn't pronounce R's. I had to go in like speech therapy for like a couple of years.
That's unfortunate. That's
I mean,
unfortunate.
builds character, brother.
If you say so.
It
Um,
does. Look at me now. No, I'm kidding.
what did I? What did I? Oh, what did I struggle with the English language? I'm trying to think. I can't think of anything. I can't think of anything.
Well, that's
I
because
probably
you're an
will.
That's because you're a real red-blooded American
But
from the
that's not
from the
true.
from the heart of Texas. The only thing you struggled with was getting rid of
Uh-huh.
that strong, thick Southern accent. That's the only thing you
Okay.
struggled with.
Okay. Let's get back on task. Um,
What?
Metal Gear. There's some more stuff here on the whole Metal Gear thing. Fortunately, unfortunately, I don't know. Depends on how you see it, but Metal Gear Solid Delta has a PS5 Pro performance problem. So we're gonna get into the
Hmm.
specifics of it because I haven't played on PS5. I don't have a PS5 Pro. Matt also hasn't played on PS5.
No.
Uh, Based on the performance issues on Digital Foundry. Also, sorry, this is coming from Game Rant. Based on the performance issues Digital Foundry is seeing in early tests. Okay, so specifically Digital Foundry are the ones who found this. So I'm pressing X to doubt just a little bit, just a little bit. Not because it's PlayStation related, but I'm not 100%, 1,000,000% a Digital Foundry believer. I'm not saying they lie.
Oh, okay. Look, what has
What?
Digital Foundry done to make you go like these guys are
Yeah,
shady?
I, you know what? And I have to admit, like I don't care enough to like catalog it and have a tab open for it at all times. But I do remember there was some incident last year. I don't remember what it was because I used to believe in them blindly. But something did happen last year, and then I just came to this conclusion of like, you know what? Whenever Digital Foundry says something, it's not the gospel. It's not a lie, right? It's just something that I want to see other sources confirm, and then I'll go with it. Like for here, I'll go with it because a reputable source like Game Rant or maybe IGN or something will co-sign whatever it is that Digital Foundry said.
But in
Or
that video, again, I haven't watched the video, so and I'm sure they say things in the video, but like I think for me personally, I view Digital Foundry as probably one of the most unbiased, especially now like they're independent, they're not late and what's the word? Devoted or whatever the word would be to any one particular outlet. But uh
would would you say running an ad, just an ad,
yeah.
would make you suspicious of a channel that says they're 100% not biased?
No, because in the case of Digital Foundry, no, because what they're doing is they're recording like visually recording the actual gameplay itself with the graphs. Like they're just presenting the information and then they're talking over the information. If it was like now if they got on camera and said, "Hey, trust us, Metal Gear runs like ass. Trust us." And they didn't show
Yeah,
anything to back that up,
yeah.
then I'd be like, okay, why would I trust you? Versus you're actually showing me you're just presenting the data, whether it's good for one system or another system or gaming in general is irrelevant. You're just showing us what you have found to be the data.
All right. I'll try to make some time because if I'm being honest, I don't specifically care, but I'll try to make some time
I mean, if you
to
don't care,
remember
yeah, it's no big deal.
why I stopped holding them in such high esteem. But let's get into the article. Based on the performance issues Digital Foundry is seeing in early tests, expectant fans who own PS5 Pro consoles may not be happy. When the game was compared side by side on a PS5 and PS5 Pro, both consoles saw frame rate drops, with the standard PS5 running at around 48 to 60 FPS in performance mode, but in some areas that could drop to as low as 30 to 50 FPS. However, the PS5 Pro frame rate on average was lower than the PS5's performance mode, with dips in areas where the PS5 performed well in a range of 30 to 60 FPS in busy areas. When looked at side by side, the PS5 in performance mode averaged 7 frames per second higher than the PS5 Pro. I don't know, man. Like is 7 seconds Worth writing an article for.
7 FPS?
Yeah, it's 7 frames. Worth
Yes.
doing a
When
whole write up and everything.
when the average frame rate is 40 for the base PS4 base PS5 is 48 to 60 FPS, and the difference on the PS5 Pro is minus 7 FPS. That is a big deal. That's a big enough deal. Like if I was I'm not a PlayStation content creator, but if I was, that would be something I would talk about, because that's especially if I was somebody who bought the PS5 Pro, I'd be fucking furious. Because at that, I'm not gonna say low of an FPS, but at that, for lack of a better word, low of an FPS, like if you're already under 60, like the difference between 48 FPS and the high 30s is big. You can feel that, especially without a VRR display. Like if you're playing on a display that doesn't have VRR, you can feel that. Like that's a not small deal. Like if it was like 7 FPS difference between 120 and 112, then sure, nobody cares. But like at 40 FPS, yeah, that's a big deal.
All right. All right. I'm looking at the chat right now, and okay. First off, Fuzzy says you didn't name any reputable sources. But think you funny, Fuzzy, because Game Rant and IGN are not reputable sources. Okay, sure.
IGN definitely not.
Digital Foundry is now independent and got
Yeah,
rid of the IGN shackles, which was only happening because IGN bought a ton and Eurogamer. IGN was dragging that brand down. Okay.
they really were.
Okay, so
I'm,
Digital Foundry is now 100% independent. Interesting.
yep, yep.
Okay.
What's his name? Richard Ledbetter bought it. He essentially bought all of it back.
Interesting. C4 Skills, welcome in. Smash the like button. If it's a PlayStation ad, yes, they can't be trusted. Oh, so if it was an Xbox ad, oh, we can trust them, right? No, it was a Nintendo ad. Like the memories are coming back slowly but surely. But
Yeah,
yeah, I do remember Digital Foundry straight up just took a Nintendo ad, right? No analysis, no nothing, and uploaded onto their
yeah,
channel.
yeah.
And for
Now
me, that's like, okay, sure,
when
sure.
it
That's definitely a decision. It's definitely
Yeah,
a
I
decision.
remember what you're talking about too now. But like when it comes to that, I get what you're saying. When it comes to like them, like if you're gonna listen to, for example, their like they do a podcast or whatever, and they have their own thoughts and opinions and whatever, and a situation like you just mentioned where they like literally have an ad on their channel, fair enough. But like when it comes to what they normally do, which is just presenting statistics, I trust them definitely more than I trust any other person. Um,
Do you trust Digital Foundry more than you trust IGN?
to deliver statistics of game performance, yes, 1,010%. But if it's what you're talking about of like, oh, they ran a Nintendo ad, sure, I get your point. But like again, running a Nintendo ad isn't the same thing as like we're going to lie about this game's performance. We're gonna fudge these charts and say it's good or say it's bad based on how we feel. There's never been a report ever of them doing that.
Never is a very big word, Matt.
It's true though. There hasn't. Because
All right.
if there was, that would be a very big talking point, especially this generation where I mean, I guess it's kind of fizzling out now. But the end of last generation, the beginning of this generation, when the console wars were at an all-time high, that would have been
Mm-hmm.
a very big talking point if they had that history, and it's never been. So
Okay. Well, there's some positive because it goes on to say not everything about the PS5 Pro version was inferior. The PS5 Pro did a better job of cleaning up flickering artifacts in motion and had fewer issues with occlusion artifacts. Overall, though, PS5 Pro players may be frustrated with the current state of the game. Matt,
Yo,
final thoughts.
well, I mean that just kind of proves the point. Like they literally up-res the game as you would expect, as you would do on more powerful hardware, and it looks better, runs worse. That's what happens.
Okay. Okay. Sucks to be on PlayStation or Xbox to play this game
It
specifically.
sure does suck to be on PlayStation, but you
No,
ain't
no,
lying.
complete statement.
You ain't
No,
lying,
no,
brother.
no, complete the
You ain't
statement.
you are
PlayStation
not
or
lying,
Xbox.
brother. Luke just
Eh,
said it sure does suck to be on PlayStation, and I couldn't agree more. I really couldn't agree more.
See, this is the problem. This is the problem with discourse on the internet.
It is a
People take
problem.
what they want
It is a
and then
big problem.
and then they'll run.
That's
People take
why
what they want and then they'll run with it.
I just think we should all calm down and quit throwing around accusations like that. That's crazy.
Like, accusations like what?
Saying I'm lying, saying I'm taking what I want and running. That's not true. You said
It sucks to
it
be
must be
on
must
on PlayStation
on
and Xbox
PlayStation on
and
PlayStation
Xbox.
and PlayStation 5 Pro. And you're right about both of those things.
Okay,
You're right.
okay, man. You know what? I just want to move on to the score that IGN gave them because
Oh, what did they give it?
they gave it an 8 out of 10. It was reviewed by Michael Higgum. I think it's
I
Higgum.
love that. I love that.
Michael Higgum on PC. He said between its old school stealth action gameplay and engaging spy thriller story, Metal
Uh,
Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater largely succeeds as a faithful, visually impressive remake of the 2004 classic.
so he reviewed it on PC, right?
Yes, yes, reviewed on
Okay,
PC.
that's good. I
That's
thought
probably why I got an 8. That's probably why I got an 8.
that's why I was confused. I thought they reviewed it on PlayStation. I thought that whole thing was a lead up to this score, and I was like, okay, so the game's completely busted 8 out of 10. What?
What? What do you mean?
Like that's what I thought was happening. But if he
Like the
reviewed it on
Jennifer Lawrence
PC,
meme. What do you mean? What do
yeah.
you mean?
I mean, what Vincent Vega says, remember IGN during Cyberpunk launch? What did I'm gonna look that up. What did they say about
Oh, don't
Cyberpunk at
do that.
launch?
God damn it. Don't do that,
I
please.
genuinely don't remember. I
Yeah,
wasn't paying
it's fine.
attention. I wasn't
Let's
paying
tell
attention to
Metal Gear.
reviews.
Let's tell Metal Gear.
I'm gonna look up Cyberpunk IGN review 2020.
Thanks, Vince. Thanks.
Cause just I'm genuinely curious what they said. Cyberpunk 2077 PC review. Where's the score at? I want to see the score. Come, oh my God, this article's this shit is just dumb. Why is this so long?
Details,
These
dude. Don't you want to
details
get
stink. 9 out of 10, amazing.
reviewed on PC, right? What was it reviewed on PC?
Reviewed on PC, which is
Well, there
funny
you go.
because it was also fucking busted on PC. So, yeah, it's interesting. But it's IGN, so what can you do?
Reezy says receipt time. Sit down, Reezy. Sit down. C4
Can
Skill
you
says
do?
$800 for worst frames. Vince says MGS Delta plays best on Xbox PC. Again, we have to say this again. It's not Xbox PC, all right?
Oh, it is.
It's just PC.
Nope, Xbox PC.
No,
I've been playing so much Xbox, Luke, and it's all on my PC. So much of it. It's great.
okay. All right.
Runs great.
So I just wanted to add a bit more on what was said here on the review. Matt, you haven't played the game. From what
No.
you've seen, what score would you give it? And what are your general thoughts on it?
I mean, there was a point in time when I was kind of interested in trying it. And
Mm-hmm.
then I kind of realized, I mean, this was back when it was announced. And then I realized, I think multiple times I kind of reiterated that it's the same, like it's the same controls. It's exactly the same game, just looks better.
Yes.
Um,
No, the
which,
controls are not the same. Actually, the controls are not the same.
oh, well, I didn't know that because they kept
There's a
saying that it was the
modern.
same.
There's now a modern design. You're not stuck to the stiffness of 2004. They do have a modern design. Actually, that's the one I'm playing with currently,
Okay,
and
that's good.
I agree that it was the right decision to include the modern design. It is better than the classic. I don't look at things with like rose tinted glasses. You know, the
Well, that's
the
good.
the new design is better.
I mean,
Anyone
that's,
anyone anyone talking about the old design is better or whatever is either coping or they're one of the very few people that actually mean it. But in terms of which one's better between the two, the new one is. So
I mean,
don't let that
that's
stop you.
good.
Like if what you don't want to do is play a game that's stiff, like a game that definitely feels like it was made in 2004, then let that not be the reason.
Well, my thing is if I'm gonna play a Metal Gear game,
Yeah,
I'm gonna start at 4. And I have 4. It's on my PS3. I have it. I can
yeah,
play it. I just every time I boot it up and play it on PS, it's just it, that game should look better on newer hardware. It's
yeah.
dumb that I have to whip out my PS3 to play Metal Gear Solid 4. I don't and I got a bunch of PS3 games and I don't really play them. Like I got my PS3, I played all those games once and then I haven't touched my PS3 really since.
Yeah. Well,
Cuz
I can
that's
say
that's what it is. I want to play
the
4.
PS3 is an MGS4 console. That's all it is. But go ahead.
Well, I mean, Killzone, Resistance,
No, no,
Uncharted.
man. No. I mean,
Okay,
you just
yeah.
gave us a demonstration. You, right? You, the Metal Gear hater, just gave
Yeah.
us a demonstration. You only have your PS3 to play MGS4.
No, wait. Oh, that's so you're doing what I was. Okay, I feel you. Because that's definitely not true. I literally ordered my PS3 to
Uh-huh.
play Infamous 1 and 2. Infamous
Uh-huh.
1, by the way, stunk. I did not like it. I was quite
Oof.
disappointed. Infamous 2, however, is sensational. But
What's
I
wrong with
literally,
Infamous 1?
dude, I beat it. I beat it also. Did the same thing I did with Horizon Forbidden West because,
No, but what's wrong with it? I don't
dude,
understand.
it feels so repetitive. It's like one of the early open world games where, like, if I played that back in 2008, I think is when that came out. If I played
Yeah,
that back then, I probably would have been like, hey, this is pretty cool. But
sounds
in
good.
2022, whenever I played that, it was not cool. It was very repetitive. I didn't care about any of the characters. In fact, I found the main character to be incredibly annoying. Um, and by the end of the game, like I remember getting to the end of the game. I couldn't even tell you how it ends, but I remember getting to the end of the game, and I didn't like. I was just like, "That's it." I was like, That's actually it. Like that's the
You're
end of the
done?
game." And
Ouch.
it was over. And then I booted up Infamous 2,
Uh-huh.
and I'm like, "Wow, I can't even believe this is like it's insane that this is even the same franchise. It's so much better."
All right. All right. So Matt, from what you've seen and what you've heard, what are your thoughts? Because I'm not one of these guys that's like, oh, you can't rate a game if you haven't played it. Because, ladies and gentlemen, rating is giving an opinion. And if you cannot give an opinion without playing a certain game, then everyone needs to shut up shop. Everyone. Everyone. Like,
Sure.
all the way from legendary drops. Oh no, it's Alex. As everyone, if we're going to follow this theory, shut it all down. You know why? Because no one will have, oh, sorry, no one will, no one has, no one ever has played every single game.
Yeah. But
So,
also,
so as soon as you follow this theory, right? Now, no one can say, "Oh, this is the greatest game of all time," in my opinion. It's like, yeah, but have you played all games of all time? No. Oh, shut the fuck up. Oh, this is the worst game of all time. Yeah, but have you played? Dude, now we
look,
it is a
Luke's
very
getting
dark
himself worked up.
rabbit.
Luke's really getting himself worked up.
It's a
He's
very dark rabbit hole. We're not going to go down that road. Matt,
so for me, I think for me personally, um, I struggle. I'll say that I struggle to rate something that I don't play because, like, especially this, I I wasn't that interested. I was vaguely, very mildly interested in this game, and then as the year or two went on since it was announced, I kind of lost interest. I'm not gonna play this almost like certainly unless it ends up free in some bundle, which it probably won't. So like looking at it from the outside in, like it seems like people are enjoying it. That's good. Um, but I don't know. I can't. I don't know that I can give it a rating. I really don't know that I can. I mean, I guess if I had to give it a rating, I'd give it something very generic, like a 7 out of 10.
you give it an IGN rating. I
Yeah,
won't give it. I won't give it a rating because I am completely biased, and everyone knows how biased I am. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. Uh, what I will say is, please go ahead and buy this game. Um, I've played it. It's good. We're having a very good time. And like Matt, if you're having issues or doubts about the control scheme or whatever, they do give you the option to play it like the legacy version, where it's like stiff and you're definitely in 2004. But they also give you an option to play it as if you're in 2025, and it works just fine. At least for me, it does. Oh my God, here we go. Ty wants to have a back and forth. All right, 2 minutes, Ty. 2 minutes. If you haven't played a game and you're rating it, then your opinion loses credibility. You can't critique aspects of a game without playing it, but uh, overall review. You can't say a game is the greatest game of all time if you haven't played it. You can argue this is probably one of the best games of all time based on the eye test. Imagine me saying Walking Stranding is the greatest game of all time based on what? YouTube videos.
I mean,
Today is not the day to get into it. Ty, we do have a show tomorrow. We can get into it tomorrow. We can
well,
get it. But Matt, go ahead.
uh, well, if we're not getting into it, I was just gonna say like, I can see what he's saying. And that's why for me, again, just me personally, I struggle to rate something that I haven't played. I can't because it's like I just have a thing in my head of like, who the hell wants to hear me? Because I feel that way
Okay.
about people. Whenever I hear somebody say like I haven't played that game, but it's blank, good or bad, I'm like, but you haven't played it. So I'm asked that question, rate this game that you haven't played. It's like, who the fuck wants to hear me talk about this game I haven't played? I don't know what I'm talking about.
All right. So as far as rating is concerned, for me, in my opinion, rating is give an opinion. That's
Sure.
how I see it.
Well, yeah, I can certainly give
And
an
Matt,
opinion on a game I
and
haven't
Matt,
played.
I am sure you have an opinion on
Yeah,
hundreds of games that you have not touched.
absolutely.
I'll give
That's
one
fine.
example. I'll give one example. Concord. I know you haven't played Concord.
I have played Concord.
Shit. All right, fine. Football Manager. I know you haven't
Nope.
played Football Manager. I know you have an opinion on Football Manager, Matt.
Uh-huh. It's
So,
that I never
so,
want to play it.
so with rating, right, is just putting an opinion in a specific box. That's what we're doing. But at the core of it, that's what rating is. Rating is giving an opinion. And if we can't give opinions, unless we have personally interacted with the game, the movie, the person, etc., 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 we ain't doing nothing, bro. No one's doing anything. So that's how I look at ratings. Ratings is people giving opinions. Some people give their opinions in a short two-line tweet. Some people give their opinions in a gigantic review, like you just got frustrated with Matt on Cyberpunk with IGN. But at the core, they're both the same thing. They're opinions of a product. For me, every time someone comes up with a blanket statement about any theory, anything, whether it's video games, movies, culture, whatever, whenever someone makes a blanket statement about anything, I always take that blanket statement and I take it to the logical conclusion. And if it tracks, then I take my ass back home. But if it doesn't track, then I can't in good faith be down with it. Even if for this specific context, this blanket statement matches. If it doesn't track all the way, then I'm out. I'm not interested at all. Vince says, I quit a game because it's shit. I don't hate, play through it. I rate it badly and move on. Exactly. You rate it, Vince. And also, I did hate play through Witcher 3. It's still shit. For anyone that's coming here and is new, doesn't know, yeah, Witcher 3 sucks. C4 Skills says, say with your chest, 1 out of 10. Give us, dude. C4 Skills, Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater is 10 out of 10. It is pure peak. It is a remake the way every remake should be. Don't come here and make stuff for the modern audience, right? Metal Gear 3 was loved by the people that loved it back then. If you're making a remake, you're not remaking it for motherfuckers that didn't care. You're remaking it for those people because those people made Metal Gear Solid 3 the legend that it was back then and now. So that's my rating. This is essentially MGS3 with all the bells and whistles in terms of graphics of 2025, and that is all. That is all. The script is the same. The voice acting is the same. The camera angles. Those scenes with Ava. Be still, my beating heart. It is still Metal Gear Solid 3. Just better graphics. So 10 out of motherfucking 10. There you go, C for skill. I hope you're satisfied. Oh no, there's more? There's more. There's more. Ty says everyone who didn't play Dragon Age Vilgard said it's trash. People who played it actually said it's not bad.
I can't wait for another playthrough of that.
But it's okay to be a good game. Two widely different opinions. Whose opinion would you trust on Vilgard? The random YouTuber who hasn't played it or the person who bought the game, played it, and finished it? I would trust, Ty, since you asked the question, because everything else that you're vomiting out, I'm just reading it and I'm moving on. Since you asked the question, I would trust whoever is looking out for my best interest. So, for example, Matt, right? Matt's someone that has very different tastes in terms of video games to me. If Matt says he loved Dragon Age the Veilguard, that doesn't make me go, ooh, I should get Dragon Age the Veilguard. You know, it makes me go, that might be decent, right? If Cozy says she loves Dragon Age the Veilguard, then my ears might perk up a bit because she's into RPGs and whatever. I'm like, oh, hold on. Give me some more. Tell me some more. Like, well, why are you interested? Okay, but what about this? Because guys, we're not gonna sit here and ignore pulling above. We're not gonna pretend that didn't happen, right? So the random YouTuber that didn't play the game, Ty, that random YouTuber did not code, color, script, and act the pulling above scene. That random the random YouTuber didn't do that. The random YouTuber took a clip. In fact, the random YouTubers took several clips. I remember watching like 30-minute clips back to back to back to back of just nauseating dialogue in Dragon Age the Veilguard. And I was like, and sorry, not I am today still like, okay, that was disgusting to watch. I don't believe there's any context that would warrant me going, you know what? Maybe if I played the game and then those awful scenes came up, maybe there's a way that they would have connected it and made me go like, you know what? Pulling above actually makes sense. It was not cringe inducing. That was actually a very beautiful and touching scene. I cannot wait to see that again. I don't believe it. I don't. Reezy says there are some games ass cheeks without playing Concord and Foam Stars, for example. Again, Reezy, when you're talking to me, when you're on TSWS, you need to make sure you add the context, right? Because ass cheeks, in and of themselves, are not bad things. So, context. Fail God. Numbered ratings are worthless in the first place. Just use words instead of numbers. Yeah, sure. That's fine. What's this? Loke played Starfield. Says one of the best games on Reddit. Gonzalo234 on Reddit never played it, but said it sucks. What do we do? Bro, you're the one who started this, bruv. I'm the one who said this was a point of conversation. You insisted on it. Now you're asking, what are we doing? You know what we're doing, Ty? We're moving the fuck on. That's what we're doing. All right. So that's Metal Gear.
My teammate just annihilated me.
It's life. I heard there's people getting executed on Gears of War whenever they get found on crossplay. The PlayStation gamers.
Wait, what do you mean? People are targeting PlayStation games?
Yeah.
That's terrible.
I think I saw that somewhere. Here we go.
That's goofy.
Yeah. This guy is called Snap Blast Play. Says every
single time. Well, that makes sense then.
PS5. Well, okay. What's going on? Why does it make sense?
Because it's that guy, and he's like a notorious bot, and that sounds like something that he would do.
Oh, so he's not a real gamer then?
I mean,
is this like an AI account? Is this an AI account? You're saying it's a bot? Is it an AI account or what?
No, I mean like an X bot. Like last time I was on Twitter, which to be fair, I'm not on Twitter much anymore outside of my DMs, but like I saw that account all the time, and it was always like some Xbox good, PlayStation bad type shit, which is fine because like there's a lot of cases where like one company is doing some bad shit over the other company, but like if that's all your account is, and again maybe he's changed since I've been on Twitter, but like when I saw him, his whole account was like dedicated to like Xbox good, let's shit on PlayStation. That was his whole account.
Hold on, let's see the account.
So it tracks to me that he would be like, hey, I'm gonna turn on Gears of War and bully PlayStation players, which is like it's like some fun competition. There's nothing wrong with that. Like that's like part of the fun of like whenever you have an FPS game, and Christmas rolls around and you're getting all the new players.
Funny. Yeah, yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, and you're getting all the new players that you're like when Halo 3 came out, and then like it came out in like September, and then Christmas came around, you had all the kids getting their 360s and playing Halo 3, and you were just beating the fuck out of them. There's
Mm-hmm.
nothing wrong with that. But like it's just like, hey, let's, especially for a franchise like Gears of War where it's like, people it's at the beginning hopefully of a resurgence where people have lost a lot of interest with Gears 4 and 5, but then they see E-Day and then they see this and they're like, maybe I should get back in.
Is this bullying,
And
Is this bullying?
what's that?
What they're doing on the screen? Is this
What is he
bullying?
even doing?
I don't know. Like they're like approaching but not doing anything.
God
And
damn, they
then
just got up and beat the oh, they're just beating them down, letting them get up. God damn, that's terrible.
Oh man.
That's too bad.
I guess
I mean,
bullying is
listen, there's not like I'm taking it kind of to the extreme. There's really nothing wrong with it, but it's like when you showed me that it was that account. I said the reason I said that I'm not that makes sense is because it was that
yeah.
account. That seems like something that person would do. That's all I'm
Okay.
saying. I'm not saying like, oh God, I'm outraged. I'm not really. I don't really care. Honestly, that's kind of funny to me, but it makes sense, is what I'm saying.
Fuzzy says this is clearly a get good situation for the
Yeah,
PlayStation.
exactly. You're gonna take your lumps because you're playing. You get the Xbox game, but now you're gonna take your lumps. You got to get good at it.
Oh man.
It is what it
All right.
is.
Let's move on. Let's move on. Matt, amid Battlefield 6 commitment to gritty realism, Activision makes a shock Call of Duty change for Black Ops 7. Quote, we hear the feedback.
Whoa. That was my Colt Eastwood face. But I did see this. They're apparently they for strangely out of nowhere have a renewed focus on less bullshit skins. Funny enough how that works.
I'm not buying it, Matt.
Well, here's the thing. Oh my god, I just got absolutely annihilated.
As usual.
Oh, my buddy's in this game. Okay.
Ray, welcome in. Make sure to smash the like.
But yeah, like I'm kind of with you. I think what's going to happen is they'll do this year. They'll try to stick to grounded, realistic skins that fit the tone of Call of Duty, and then next year they'll be right back to whatever they do. Because this year they perceive Battlefield as somewhat of a threat, apparently, and this year Battlefield comes out, but next year Battlefield doesn't come out. The year after that, Battlefield doesn't come out. So they're like, this year, yeah, we'll peel back on the skins and we'll make it a little bit more realistic, and you guys can enjoy that. But next year, we're right back to it.
Matt, I think you give them too much grace.
What is that?
I think, who said it? I'm with Vince. I think by Christmas this year they're gonna start their stuff again.
I mean, they might. I don't think that would be very, very smart, honestly, but they might do that.
I would be shocked, man. Absolutely flabbergasted if Call of Duty does not have some fuck shit by end of December. I'd be shocked.
You know what? You know what would be a good balance, a happy medium is let's get Nicki Minaj in a camo and a camo suit. Just get her in a camo.
Instead of Nicki Minaj dressed as a stripper killing people, it's Nicki
Yeah,
Minaj
she's in a
dressed
camo suit. Just a skin tight camo suit.
all gillied
I mean,
up.
yeah, all gillied up. It's Nicki Minaj still, but kids like Nicki Minaj. It's still Nicki Minaj, but she's. It looks like Call of Duty. It's like Call of Duty now. At
Good
that point, it's just
correction.
an operator with a fat ass. At that point, and you know, everyone wins.
You know what? Technically, oh my god, yeah. I can see that being like a through line they try to nail. Like, you know what? We'll keep the uniforms, but the
Hmm.
faces will be all over the place.
Yeah.
I'm with
Then
it.
you could still have Stan Smith. You could still have Beavis and Butthead, but they're all dressed like they're actually in a war. It makes sense.
Why does that sound more ridiculous, man? Why does that sound more ridiculous than what they're
That,
doing right now?
that's the thing. Is like at that point. Here's the thing, because there's obviously statistics to show that most people don't care because
Obviously.
people keep buying it. So it's
Hmm.
like they want to do this whole fan service thing of like, yeah, but we're gonna go back to grounded skins and it's gonna be more realistic. I feel like what's gonna happen is they're quickly gonna find out that people aren't spending as much money in their game because they're not buying anime skins. So
Yeah.
what you do is you take anime girls, you put them in there, and you dress them up like soldiers. That's what you do.
And technically, they wouldn't have lied on this article or on
Exactly.
the statement that they made.
Exactly that, bud.
What pisses me off is that that is something that a corpo would definitely be like, yes, let's do that. Let's
Yep.
do that.
Yep. Why
Uh,
not?
Reezy says, here's an idea. There should be rooms and playlists for wacky skins for the people that like using them. Separate the players like Fortnite does.
I agree with that.
That sounds like a happy medium. It does.
I agree with
Ty
that.
says, do y'all think they can release these crazy skins and just allow people the ability to toggle it off? Would people really not buy skins anymore?
That's even better. Because there was a game that did that. Forget there was a game that did that this generation, where it's
Hmm.
like, yeah, you can buy all these crazy skins, but you can also, if you want to, just toggle it off. Like to a lesser extent, Halo Infinite lets you at least I think it does. I could be wrong on that, but I want to say it does let you uh how each team, it used to be red versus blue, but now it's like whatever color your Spartan is, that's the color your Spartan is. And now like if you're somebody who's like I want to see red versus blue, I can just turn
Yeah,
that off and now it's red versus blue. I think that's a thing in Halo Infinite. I could be wrong. But like that's also a happy medium. Like if you got some kid who wants to spend his mom's money on Fortnite skins, by all means, go ahead and let him. But like, I don't. It doesn't mean I need to see it. Really.
true, true. Um, so this is Ty's link that he sent. It says Spider-Man Remastered just got a working multiplayer mod on PC, and it's amazing. Probably the closest thing we're going to get to the Great Web. Again, I just want to say, guys, if you're paying attention, if anyone is actually paying attention, unbiased attention, just paying attention to how things are going, PC is where it's at, guys. Gaming on PC is where it's at.
Hmm.
And don't give me this mobile stuff because the Steam Deck's a thing, and that's $400.
I need to get you give you a little tutorial on how to get a mod downloaded for PC that will help make your games look way better. And because you're playing mostly single player games, you can't play multiplayer games with this because of anti cheat. And if they flag it, then it could be ban your account for cheating, even though it's not. But single
Oof.
player games,
Uh huh.
you can like I put this mod on Alan Wake 2 to implement FSR4 and it looks so much better. It looks so much better. It's amazing.
Really?
It's
And
incredible.
my PC can pull that off as well.
Yeah, you have AMD hardware.
Awesome. Awesome. We need to make some time for it. And also, I'm concerned about viruses. Is that
No,
a,
it's not
a
viruses.
possibility with downloading and installing mods on your PC?
I mean, I guess if you did it from a really shady site, sure, but like not from GitHub, not from like the official source on GitHub.
There's official sources for mods. I thought the point of mods was for people to just do stuff randomly.
Well, yeah, people do stuff randomly, then they put it on GitHub. And like, if I'm not mistaken, GitHub has like a badge, like this is like to let you know that this is the creator of this mod. Um, I mean, that's where you download. Like, that's like whenever you look for something. Oh, this video said I should download this one thing, and then it gives me a link to GitHub
Yeah.
because GitHub is like the most used thing because it's very trusted. And that's not to say you can't get a virus on GitHub because I'm sure you can, but it's like as long as you're downloading from a reputable like trusted source on GitHub, then yeah, you're fine.
Okay. Okay. Fuzzy says my GPU isn't new enough for FSR4.
Well, with the way the mod should work, like I am on a 9070 XT, so I do have the newer GPU, but like
Mhm.
from what I understand watching videos, the way the mod should work is that it implements FSR4 regardless, as long as you have an AMD card, whether it's a
It's fine.
6000 or 7000 series, or hell, even 5000 series, then you should be able to run FSR4.
Okay.
The mod, by the way, Fuzzy, is called OptiScaler. If you want to look into it.
Okay. Trusting doesn't mean it's secure. Yeah. 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 Because everyone talks about being secure, but
Yes,
everyone has been hacked. Everyone. Microsoft. Today I found out Twitter has been hacked. Xbox,
shit.
PlayStation, everyone. Steam, everyone's been hacked. Everyone will be hacked. Anyways, so yeah, Matt, thoughts on this mod that is working on Spider-Man? Check, they
My
even doing the
thoughts
poses
are,
together. That's nice.
man, I can't wait for the multiplayer Spider-Man game from Insomniac that we're definitely still getting. That's definitely not canceled. Pretty excited for that. That'll give me a reason to turn on my PS5.
There's no need to be negative, Matt. You're seeing
I'm not being negative. I'm incredibly excited about this new multiplayer Spider-Man game from Insomniac.
when you start talking about Insomniac, you're being negative
No.
because
Actually,
that's not coming.
I
That was not
actually
coming.
I actually love Insomniac. Like I'm not as excited for Wolverine as people are. Like I'm still excited, but not like over the moon for it. But I love Insomniac, and I will absolutely play it. And outside of Naughty Dog, they're by far second place at PlayStation for me.
So Naughty Dog number one, then Insomniac number two for
Two,
you.
yep, Santa Monica 3, and whoever else for. Used to be Gorilla was number one, but you know, can you do?
uh, we're not trying to turn this into a negative one. So for me, the top three that at Sony is Kojima Productions, number one.
Well, Oak.
What?
I mean, come on. What do you mean?
What?
What? I don't know what I did. What? Okay.
What?
Well, I didn't do nothing. What you mean Sony doesn't own Kojima for the oh what? Oh. Okay.
But for me, it Sucker Punch for because of Ghost of Tsushima, number one.
Sure.
So as soon as Ghost of Tsushima 2 comes out, I'm down. Um, I'm probably also down for Ghost of Yote, if I'm being honest.
Mm-hmm. Be
So
honest, yeah.
I'm trying not to be down, but every time I see it, I'm just like, I don't know, man. I think I can do this. I think I can finish Metal Gear before October. I think I can do it.
I
Anyways,
mean, how long is that damn game?
no, the problem is not the game. You can finish that game literally, Matt. You can finish that game in like 30 hours. It's not a problem. The problem is I don't skip cutscenes. Um, I'm trying to do a playthrough where I don't get spotted in open areas. So what I'll do is I'll play the same stage like 9 times, and then if someone spots me and sets the alarm off, I'll fucking restart and reload. Um, I'm taking lots of clips as well and editing clips that I want to post on Twitter. Um, yeah, just essentially taking my time, bro. That's what I'm doing.
Well, God
I,
bless.
I'm playing it the way I played Cyberpunk, the way I played. Which other game did I go like crazy? Elden Ring. You know, games where I went in without the expectation of getting out. I wasn't checking the time. I wasn't worried about finishing it. I would see something interesting and just be like, what's that? Let me go. You know, I've crawled into almost every single one of those little holes and crevices in those two first areas. I'm just taking it in, bro. I am I'm taking it all in. That's
Damn.
what I'm doing. Yeah.
Balls.
Ghost of Tsushima is another game that I also took my time with. Like I didn't even fast travel in Ghost of Tsushima. I'd be like, no, I'm gonna ride. It's not a problem. I'll set the destination and ride through. So yeah,
I
that's how.
find that I do that in a lot of open world games. I often don't fast travel.
Unless the game is not that fun, dude. Come on.
I'm trying to think, but then again, if a game's not that fun, I'm not playing it. I'll turn it off within like an hour. I'm trying to think of the last game, open world, that I played where I was like, let me just fast travel everywhere, and I'm struggling. Because
I'm
if I feel like that during an open world game, I'll turn that shit
It's a
off.
sign. It's a sign
I'm
not to
done.
keep playing it.
Yep, I'm just done with
Fair
it.
enough. Fair enough. Vince says I used to auto travel in LA Noir. Yeah, I can see how why you would do that. I can see it.
Mm, Horizon.
C4 says Loke had a pony moment. Pony's always claiming third-party studios as their own. All
Yep,
right, all right, Matt.
yep.
For me personally, seeing this is very nice. And again, it just goes back to what I was saying earlier. That you know what, at the end of the day, when I see stuff like this, it's just a reminder that PC is where it's at. Like, are you a gamer? Do you want to experience the best of what video games have to offer? Get you a good mid-range PC. It doesn't even have to be high tier. Don't let people lie to you. You don't need 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. You don't need that. $1,000, and you can get yourself a banger PC.
That's true.
So yeah, PC is where it's at. That's my big takeaway from this. And also, it's nice to see people having fun with the whole Spider-Man thing. Next, Matt. Following a data mine leak, Bethesda confirmed Starfield's space gameplay revamp to make the travels there more rewarding. Did you see this? What are your thoughts on it?
I didn't see this specific thing, but I did see the rumor that this was like a couple weeks ago, but I guess if it's like data mine now, then it's kind of official.
Mhm.
I saw the rumor that they were revamping the game. I also saw up Switch 2 was a possibility, which honestly would be pretty cool. I mean, I'm not gonna play it there, but that's cool for the people who want to play it there. I'm quite excited for. I mean, I guess this piece of news is cool, but like if they're revamping the game, I'm quite excited because I mean, the way we talked about that game at launch, we all love the game here on the channel for the most part.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, so I loved it. already, but if they're going to revamp it, I really hope that they do it right, because I feel like if it's done right, it can have its Cyberpunk 2.0 moment, where I loved Cyberpunk
Ooh.
already, but once the 2.0 hit, then everybody else was like, okay, yeah, now it's legit, it's good. I hope that they do it right, and I hope that they're able to have that moment, because they've talked about
What
it
do they need
multiple
to
times.
do, Matt? What do they need to do before we get into the article proper? What do they need to do, in your opinion, to have this 2.0 moment?
So I think fleshing out, I think one thing that they could do, that I'm not going to say it's easy, because it's definitely work and you got to re-record lines and all that stuff, is like, um, flesh out your relationships with like people on your ship. I know like certain characters on your ship you can have like pretty good stories with, but
Hmm.
like there's a character in one of the missions, like a main mission for the campaign, who like once you finish that mission, she can be on your ship. And like when you first meet her, she's a complete asshole to you. But then like you get to know her, and then you like hire her to work on your ship. And then she's like this awesome character. But then like you're trying to do, like I was trying to do missions and see what her story was, and then I kind of realized, oh, she doesn't have missions
There's nothing.
or or a story. It's like, well, that's so lame, because she had such a cool character arc of being this horrible piece of shit woman to being this awesome person, and you're not gonna give her a story. Like stuff like that would be nice to see. I know like I don't really care about it, but I see the thing people talking about, they want to see is like No Man's Sky, where it's like I could land the ship myself. Like I don't really care, but like if they want to add something like that, sure, go ahead. That'll make people happy. I'm certain. Um, but I just think it's more things to make the world feel more fleshed out and characters feel more important. They did a good job with the companion characters, but like there's so many other characters that aren't companions that could be fleshed out. So many other characters. And if they're doing a revamp, and I'm assuming also launching it alongside the next DLC, which I mean, why wouldn't you?
Why wouldn't you?
Then dude, that's something that could completely, oh my god, that's something that could completely transform the game for me.
For me, it's load screens.
I knew you were gonna say that. I just don't. I thought about saying I'm sure there's plenty of people who will say load screens. I just don't know how you get around that, because even on my PC, like the load screens aren't like, they're not long at all on PC. I don't know if you've played it on PC or not, but like
I still haven't played on PC, no.
if you've got a half decent processor, the load screens are like they're there, but they feel almost non-existent because of how quick they load. Um, but they're still there. They still need to load stuff. So like that, I feel like to do that would have to be like literally rework the entire game and how like interaction works and every like. I feel like if they're gonna focus on not having load screens, they should
Yeah.
probably focus on that for Elder Scrolls 6, because I feel like it's kind of cooked for Starfield at this point. You've
I
you've
think it's
already
done.
you've already made the game what it is, and I think to do that you'd have to like fundamentally change what the game is. Which I don't know how that would work. But then again,
It's
I'm not a developer. I don't know shit. I'm just talking.
what I would say, Matt, if I was, you know what, they probably shouldn't hire me. Because I'd be like, that's why you motherfuckers get paid. They'd be like, no, but this is so difficult. Like, that's why you get paid to do the job. Make it happen. I'm not saying eliminate all load screens, Matt. I'm saying make them make more sense. For example, give me a load screen when I leave outer space and then the ship lands, right?
Yep.
And then
Sure.
let me walk out my ship. Let me just walk out. The door just it opens, I get out, boom. And then when I walk into those big buildings or whatever, welcome in blind giant, mahalo, mahalo. when I walk into
Oh,
one of those, when I walk into one of those buildings, Matt, where there's all the
mhm.
quests and whatever and all that other stuff, and I leave the spaceport, give me one loading screen, and that's it. Anything, any other door within that building or within that space, right, that I've entered, just opens. That's all I'm asking for. I'm not saying eliminate every single load screen. I'm saying cut down big time or bigly, like they would say in Washington.
Good luck.
And I'm even open to conceding. I'm even open to conceding, Matt. They can make the load screen entering the building and the load screen entering atmosphere longer. Make them
No,
longer. That's fine.
no. Oh
But
God.
when I get in, just let me keep going in. Don't make me
Hmm.
pause when I want to go in some more. Stop it, Matt. That's not what I meant. I'm saying I'm already in the building. Right? Stop, Matt.
Yeah,
Matt, stop it. I'm
already in
already
the
in the
building.
building.
Yeah,
Why is it when I try and open a door within said building, there's a loading screen? That's dumb.
because you're loading all the objects in that building.
Load all of them when I
Yeah.
get in the first time.
But
When
the
I
thing
enter,
is, but the thing is, they can't. That's impossible to do because of
it's
the
not
guy. I mean,
impossible.
that's
Fire the
okay.
fuckers who say it's
Uh,
impossible
look,
and then
but
do it like an episode of
I'm
Billions. Have you
saying,
seen Billions? Matt, have you seen Billions, the TV show? Have you seen it?
yes.
Do it like an episode of Billions. Who here thinks it's possible? Like three motherfuckers put their hands up. Everyone else, you're fired. Go and speak to
Okay.
Janet. She'll sort out your severance pay. Get these three motherfuckers, put some job postings up, get them a whole bunch of assistants, and be like, you three, sort it out. Done.
Sure, but it's not that simple. It really because they literally can't, like, okay, they can adjust that first loading screen for the amount of objects that are there
Yeah,
normally.
yeah.
But because somebody, it could be you, could be me, it could be neither of us, it could be some random fucker on the internet, is going to take 4 million cups that he found on a planet and bring them to one room. Then they can't do that because they can't, they just can't, they can't account for that guy being the guy who does that. The only option would be to say, hey, now you can't do that anymore. Then they could do
You
what
know
you're.
what? Fuck it. Fuck it.
But
There's now a limit. There's now a limit of how many potatoes you can bring onto your ship.
but but as easy as that is for someone who doesn't, like, I don't give a fuck how many, but like, because people do, they just won't.
And so listen to this logic, Matt.
Yeah,
Listen to this logic.
I'm listening to the
Because of
logic, bud.
because of 0.0001% of the gaming population, 99.999% is
Yes,
screwed.
because
That
that's
that's the
very,
decision. That's
yes.
the decision that they decided to make.
Because here's the thing, part of that 0.1% or whatever fraction you put out
Yeah.
there is, like, part of that percent is a very important part to that community that's going to do things, that's going to either A, break the game so that Bethesda knows how to fix the game, also B, mods, because modding is a ridiculous, like, without modders, like, I can play a vanilla Bethesda game, but without modders, a lot of that community would die. For both Skyrim, Oblivion, Morrowind, Starfield, Fallout, whatever game,
I
a lot
still
of
need
that
to
community
play.
would
I
die.
still need to play Skyrim. Oh my god,
You've never played Sky?
dude! I told you I bought like the super deluxe edition back in the day, and then I played it for like a few hours, and then I moved on with my life.
Jesus, that
I don't
sucks.
even think I even
Well,
found. I don't think I even aligned myself with a faction. I'm not sure. I don't think I even got that far.
Did you get any of the dragon shouts?
I think I did get one. I think I did kill this one dragon that
I'm assuming the first dragon at like the
it was kind
watchtower.
of funny. It was kind of funny because I was like, why is the dragon sticking to the ground? You know? Like
Hmm.
the-
You need
like
you,
I
you
killed
should
it, but it was kind of dumb.
you should play Sky. Like I can't. That's a game that you could play that for hundreds and hundreds of hours without touching the story, or you could just play the story and never experience like thousands of hours worth of content.
But here's my question, Matt, about you and I's different tastes, right? We have different tastes. You're
We
the one
do
who
have
sits
different
there.
tastes.
You're the one here that sits here and champions Witcher 3.
I mean, I don't do I champ. I like Witcher 3. I think it's a good game, whereas you
Is
think it's a
Skyrim,
bad game.
is Skyrim better than Witcher 3?
Fuck yeah, Skyrim's better than Witcher 3. That
Okay,
ain't even close.
okay, that was a bad question. Is Skyrim the same genre as Witcher 3?
No. I mean, yeah, technically, in the sense that it's an RPG, sure.
No, no,
But
in the
no.
sense of when you play it, when you play Skyrim, can you see, ooh, there's some Witcher here? Or when you play The Witcher,
No.
can you see that, oh, there's some Skyrim here? Because
Not really.
whatever Witcher is, I want none of that.
I mean, I've never played Skyrim and thought, wow, this reminds me of Witcher, and I've never played Witcher. I mean, I guess you could make some similarities to like crafting stuff, maybe.
Come on, Matt. I'm not one of these plebs that say, oh, because there's a sword in Witcher and there's a sword in Skyrim, it's the same. No, dude, come on. It's these idiots that will be like, oh, Call of Duty and
But that's what I'm
Battlefield,
saying. That's
done,
what I'm
so it's the
saying.
same thing. No, no. There's more nuance to it.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, there's a big difference between Witcher 3's gameplay and Skyrim's. Skyrim is a sandbox. Witcher 3 is a story that's given to you, and you can do other things. There's lots of stories, lots of really good stories, but like it's not a sandbox in the way that Skyrim. Oh my god, my teammates just got obliterated. But it's not the same kind of game at all. Outside of
And
being an RPG. That's literally the only similarity.
Dairy, stop lying. Actually, you know what? No, I take it back. My bad, my bad. Whoa, I thought you said Pax was hotter than Andrea. Yeah, Andrea's hotter than Pax. No doubt. No doubt. Andrea's. And then
Really?
that accent, the Russian
Really?
accent. Oh my God. Matt, you like Andrea, don't you? Hmm?
Are we talking about Andreja from Starfield?
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Yeah, Andreja's the fucking easy choice. I remember the first time I played it. The first time I played Starfield, I was like Sarah because Sarah's like I'm assuming Sarah's like the one
She looks
female
like a
companion.
grandma. She looks like someone's grandma. I'm
Well,
sorry. Before she
well,
even
here
opens her mouth, she looks old as hell.
I wouldn't. She does look a little weird, but my thought process was okay. Here's the one female character, the one female companion that you get that you can romance. So I'm like, okay, whatever, I'll romance Sarah. And then like soon after that, you meet Andreja, and I'm like, well, I just spent all this shit trying to romance Sarah, and now I got Andreja here, who's clearly better.
Clearly.
But
Clearly.
now I'm fucking married to Sarah. So like
Damn.
so so the second time I played it, I did not do that. I said I ignored all of her advances and I said I'm getting some Andreja because she is obviously better than Sarah. That's just the
But
way it
Matt,
is.
but Matt, if this was a proper role-playing game, wouldn't they give you the chance to marry both of them?
I thought you were gonna say divorce because you could divorce Sarah. You could divorce anyone. I don't know if you can marry both of them. Actually, you know what?
Divorce is not fun.
You know what you can do is you can
Yeah.
marry Sarah and you
Uh-huh.
could totally flirt with Andreja, but you would never be able to marry Andreja without having to be divorced from Sarah. And let's be honest, if I'm married to if I'm married to Andreja, I don't want to be married to Sarah.
No.
I don't want to be married to Sarah, just period. In general.
Fuzzy says that Fuzzy is a degenerate. Fuzzy is a sick bastard. Says I married both in my first
There you
playthrough.
go. That's how you do
What?
it. You marry, get a
Fuzzy, you're
divorce,
a freak. You
tell them
are
I
a
found
freak.
something better.
So what I'm saying, Matt, so what I'm saying is if this was a proper RPG, you
Yeah.
would have the option to marry both of them and
At
then
the
maybe
same
start
time?
up. And hold on, let me finish. You'd have the option to marry both of them one at a time, no problem. And then if like your stats, right? If your your charisma stats are high enough, threesome. Let's go.
Damn.
I'm just
I
saying, if
mean,
this
well,
was
here's
a
a,
proper RPG, if it was a proper RPG,
and again, we get back to the community, Loke, because I'm almost positive you can find a mod for that, bud. Almost positive you can find a mod for that if you really wanted to.
we need to set up a day. We need to set up a day for you to show me how to safely use mods.
Go to
Because
Nexus Mods. You're not going to get a virus on Nexus Mods unless you literally type in virus and download it. Then yeah, but like you're not going to get a virus otherwise on Nexus Mods.
okay, man. Thanks for describing me as a retard. Thank you. I appreciate that.
I mean, I didn't say that. I just said
Unless you
if you
click on the word
if you
virus.
were
Wow.
then you could, but you're not. So you should be good. Should be
This
fine.
guy. All right. Tanya says, sorry. First, Fuzzy. Fuzzy says, my hottest take is that the load screens are too short. They used to teach you how to play the game during load screens, and the onboarding is one of Starfield's weakest points.
Yeah,
Matt,
I mean, I get what he's saying, and here's the thing: I'm somewhere in the middle. I'm somewhere in between your extreme of get rid of them entirely,
not
or
entirely,
I
but
know, I
limit.
know. You said you have the one big one or two big
Yeah.
ones when you come and go. I get that, but like, I'm somewhere in the middle of where you're at and what his thought process is. Where like I can totally appreciate the fact because I kind of agree. There's especially when you boot up an old game now. Like I was playing Spec Ops: The Line, like a month or two ago, and like just like any other game back then, it gives you little tips when it's loading. But because a game that's especially an old game, when you boot it up, it loads so damn fast. You don't have you're never seeing a tip ever. You're never gonna
Yeah.
see a tip. So like same with Skyrim, same with I don't know any game from like the 2010s or earlier. You're never gonna see those tips because it just loads too damn quick. Uh,
Mm.
and Starfield on PC is kind of the same way. If you have again a half decent processor, that shit loads within like 4 seconds, 4 or 5 seconds, and it's done. So like I don't know. For tips, I feel like they got to implement some other way to relay tips to people that aren't load screens because we're getting to the point now where load screens are going so fast, like you're never gonna see them.
Well, I'm trying to not see load screens. That's what I'm asking for. Is it so much to ask for that?
Well, look at that. I'll give you a pro tip for that. Get yourself next time you get a PC, go top of the line with the processor. As top of the line as you possibly can, and those load screens will not be a problem for you. They will never ever be a problem for you.
I'm thinking I'm thinking the next PC, I'm thinking about going Starforge and getting like the super deluxe step on my nuts edition. Do
That's
you think for like $4,000, do you think I'd get more value if I paid Starforge or if we did what we did this last time, which is
if you did
I'll
what you
send
did this last
you
time, bud.
the cash and then you buy it?
Send
You
me the
think
money, dude. If you sent me $4,000,
Yeah.
You'd have a fucking space computer, bud. I'd have NASA jealous of what I put into that shit if you sent me $4,000.
Okay.
Dude, for $4,000, first of all, you don't need to spend that much. That's insane. First of all.
Okay. But that's
Second
what
of
the,
all,
the guys at Starforge are asking for, right?
well, yeah, but they're also like boutique system integrators where like you're at Starforge, if I'm not mistaken, I have to look up their website. But like there's a lot of system integrators that like you're paying for them to not only put the thing together, but because it's a custom PC, you're also paying for that on top of whatever the hell expensive parts you're paying for in that PC. So it's like to build a PC that you would buy for $4,000. I mean, I'm gonna have to look here. I'm actually gonna have to back out of this game real quick while we're talking. I just abandoned one of my friends on my friends list. I feel bad about that, but
Yeah.
it is what it is. Um, if I go to PC part picker, and as we're talking, I'll just do this. But like, if I were to put something together for $4,000,
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't even hit 4,000. I mean, maybe if I put a 5090 in there, like got the most expensive 5090, then maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But like, why do you need the most expensive 5090? Like, uh, I guess there's ways to artificially inflate the price, but you won't need $4,000. You just won't. That's crazy.
All right. All right. Roger that. Roger that. Ty says they need to hide, and I'm more with Ty on this one. Says they need to hide the loading screen, have the door hatches start to open and pull apart, and then the door opens. Lie to me, guys. Bethesda, lie to me. When it's time to open a door that has a loading screen, figure something out, guys. Show me something else moving around the screen. For don't just fucking put the loading screen on there and then just take me out of the immersion.
Loke says emulate Pong when you're loading. Show
I
me
don't know.
Pong.
Figure something out. Figure something out. That's what I'll say.
That's hilarious.
Fuzzy says, I don't think longer load screens is actually the answer, but the lack of load screens has definitely created a problem, in my opinion. So many games have
Mm-hmm.
terrible onboarding.
Yep.
Fuzzy's asking for more load screens.
I mean, dude, he's not wrong though. Especially like games nowadays where like when First Ascendant came out, I was really into First Ascendant and played a ton of it. And then like I hadn't played for months. So you go back to it, and again, just like a lot of games, it has tips at the load screen. But because you're loading so damn fast into the game, you're never going to see them or be able to read them. And then the onboarding process in that game, Destiny is another one. Destiny 2, the onboarding process fucking stinks in Destiny. It's like all these live service games, which let's be real, a lot of games are now going live service. The onboarding process stinks, and there's nowhere to get tips for how to do it outside of like literally going on Reddit and saying, what the hell am I supposed to do in this game? That is your tips, is reddit.com, which is like, there's got to be a better way than that. And loading screens were one of the things that helped quell that, but because we're loading shit so fast, it's just not a thing anymore.
All right. Ron Slasher says Concord has 0 load screens.
No, it's fast as shit, that game.
Fuck off, man.
That
Crazy
game is
says,
so
that was too is a happy medium. Now that y'all say that the load screens are too long, get their tips in between.
Yep.
Matt, you abandoned Blind Giant in Helldivers?
Wait, was it blind?
Damn. That was hard.
Blind, were you in that game, Blind? I saw one of my friends was in that game. I didn't know you were also in that game. Because
Wow.
if that's the case, then I abandoned 2 of my friends in that game.
Wow. Fellow Helldivers.
I think Blind Giant's trolling me there.
He is your king.
If I go to my friends list, Blind, and you're not on Helldivers, I'm gonna be very upset. Bud. You're not. What am I talking about? You're not on Helldivers. It's like noon for you right now. You're not on Helldivers. Shut up.
You're trying to escape.
You're lying. This guy's lying. That's what he's doing.
DJ Birdo says this is why they're going to implement the AI, where you could ask questions while playing the game. Okay, Blind was definitely trolling.
Exactly.
DJ
Yeah.
Birdo, welcome in. Smash the like button. All right, you were just trolling. You were just trolling.
Oh, I figured. He's in like an entirely different world. He lives in Narnia pretty much. Like
Pretty much.
he's like 6 hours behind, but also like 40 hours ahead. It doesn't make any sense where he lives. It's upside down.
Yeah.
He lives in the dark place from Alan Wake. That's where he lives.
Matt's out here trying to get me to play Alan Wake by telling me that after you put in all the FSR this and FSR that, it's one of the
It's
best games.
beautiful. I mean, it was already one of the best looking games ever, but like if you add FSR4 or if you're on Nvidia DLSS 4, it just looks
All
incredible.
right, keep it together, Matt. Keep it together.
It's the best thing.
You are very thirsty right now.
It's the game of the gen, bud. It's the
Game of the year. What's the game of the year so far for you? Before we hop on out of here, what's the game of the year? Sorry, game of the year. Sorry.
The game of the year. Ah, man, so far is because like Expedition 33 is there, but I haven't beat it, so it's not really on my radar. I'm playing a lot of Helldivers 2 right now, and I love it, but also that game came out last year.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
I'm thinking recently. You know what? Game of the year right now.
Yeah.
And again, it's a game that was already released many years ago. It was probably Oblivion for me, the remaster. And if we have to say it can't be a remake, then I might go RoboCop. I might go RoboCop.
There you go.
Unfinished Business or Tainted Grail: Fall of Avalon. One of those two.
The VR game.
No, Tainted Grail is like it's kind of like it's like Dark Souls meets Skyrim. First person. It's not as hard as Dark Souls, but it's like aesthetically kind of very similar.
Okay.
Very dark fantasy.
I hadn't heard of it. For me, it's still Expedition 33. There's nothing that has come out this year that isn't a remake, a rehash that tops Expedition 33.
I'll tell you what. By the end of the year, it's going to be a struggle because I think I've been certain that Outer Worlds 2 is going to be my game of the year, and I still think it's going to be right there. But I'm looking at Dying Light: The Beast, and Dying Light: The Beast looks so fucking good.
Oh yeah, I was talking to Cult Classic Cage, and she was giving me the details on it, and
it looks.
Apparently, the game is the real deal.
It looks so good. I can't wait for that. It's supposed to launch this month, but they pushed it back into mid-September. So I can't wait.
Ron Slasher says Mind's Eye is his game of the year.
Oh yeah, you and millions of other people.
Fuzzy says Expedition 33, Grounded 2, and AC Shadows. Grounded 2 I could even buy. AC Shadows, wow, okay.
Shadows isn't I've been playing a decent amount of that lately. It's not a bad
game choice. Of the year? Game of the year, Matt?
I mean, the people are different. It's not my game of the year, but I enjoy it. I could see it being someone's game of the year.
Okay. Vince says Blasphemy. Where's Death Stranding 2? Vince?
Oh.
This is probably going to break your heart.
Oh my god.
This is probably going to break your heart. I still have not played Death Stranding 2.
Well, damn.
Like I even have it on the PS5. I haven't installed it.
Well, I gotta change my answer because so far my game of the year is Death Stranding too.
What?
So far,
Is today is today like the reverse day or something? Matt is shilling for a Kojima game. That's mad.
again, that's not even shilling. That game's amazing. But like, again, if we're doing like, I can't count Oblivion, and if I could, I would.
Yeah,
Oblivion is
yeah.
easily my game of the year. But if we're not counting that, then it's
There's not the coolies. There's no DLCs. There's no remakes. There's not none of that. It's just new games.
But it's got to be Death Stranding too,
Wow.
and it's not really particularly close in terms of a brand new game.
Vince agrees. Says game over. Okay. All right. We shall see who wins at the Sony Awards. Probably Death Stranding too, if we're being honest. If we're being honest. Anyways, Matt,
No, it'll be Clair Obscur.
it's
It'll be Clair Obscur because, dude, think about it. It's the perfect story for Jeff Keighley. First of all, the game's fucking great. That's the first thing. People got to agree on that.
I would say it's too closely associated to Xbox.
No.
It came out day one on Game Pass.
Yeah, but
Almost
most people
almost
bought
everyone
it.
that was losing it was on Xbox.
Look, I'm not buying into the fact that because a game launched in Game Pass, it can't be game. That game is going to win Game of the Year because first of all, it's a great game. That's the most important thing. Second
Yes.
of all, it is an independent studio, a relatively small independent studio, and it's their first game ever, and it's a fucking masterpiece. So you get all those three things. Small studio. It first of all they deserve it, but second of all, it also makes Jeff Keighley look good to give like, hey, look at what this small independent studio. Hey, AAA developers, look at what this small independent studio's doing. They got an award at my show. That makes
Yo, what about Ghost of Yote? Shit.
Go
ahead, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead, man.
But it's a win-win for the developer and for Jeff. It's good publicity for Jeff because he gave the game of the year to a small team on their first game that also just happens to be a masterpiece. It's a win-win. I don't think. I'm trying. Who else gets it? I don't think.
Ghost of Yote and Death Stranding, or Donkey Kong Bonanza.
I think out of those, the only challengers.
Mario Kart 8 as well.
Okay, I think out of those, the only challengers are Mario Kart and Donkey Kong.
All right. DJ Birdo says, so you're saying Xbox tax log. DJ Birdo, I've taken my L on this one. I denied it for as long as I could. And then, like, enough dots make a line. So, yeah. Ghost of Your Day. All right. Matt, I guess we can agree to disagree on this one because I can see it. I can see Ghost of Yote or Death Stranding 2 winning Game of the Year. No problem. Did Death Stranding 1 win Game of the Year at the Sony Awards?
What year was Death Stranding? No, because that would have been 2019, right? And
they all.
I'm gonna look it up.
Keighley owes Kojima a Game of the Year.
I'm gonna look it up here. What won Game of the Year in 2019? Sekiro.
Yeah,
Sekiro won. Here's the thing: if Death Stranding 2 wins, I'm not gonna be upset. I'll be pretty ecstatic because I love Death Stranding 2. But like, I just think like Expedition 33 is literally the darling of the industry right now. They really can't do anything wrong. Like you see interviews of those guys, they say all the right things. They're hitting all the right points. They made a game that's great. Everybody universally, whether you like the game or not, whether you want to play it or not, everybody universally agrees that it's great. It just makes too much sense. They have to win that.
Matt, everyone universally agreed that Hogwarts Legacy was great.
Well, that's the thing. I think even more than Hogwarts, only because there's no sort of manufactured controversy around this game. There's none of it. So like, unlike Hogwarts, where obviously it was a situation of Jeff Keighley like, well, yeah, people are buying the game, but I'm not going to touch. That's not at my show. I can't. I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to have that on my show and have people talk about this controversial thing. There's no controversial thing attached to this. Nothing at all. It's nothing but positives attached to this game.
All right. All right. If you say so, but I guess we shall see. I guess we shall see. People even liked the musical performance from Expedition 33 at the Keeley's last show.
Dude, the music in that game is amazing.
Dude, you don't have to tell me. You don't have to tell me. Everything about Clay Obscure is amazing. The presentation, the fucking start menu, everything is amazing. Clay Obscure. That game is like a 10 out of 10. And if you don't believe in 10 out of 10s, it's the closest you can get to a 10 out of 10. So you won't get any fights out of me. If I'm putting money on it, if there's a place to bet, I'm betting it does not win Game of the Year. And either Ghost of Yote or Death Stranding or the Nintendo games win.
I can see your point. I'm reading Vincent Vega's comment. Claire Obscure will get all the awards but Game of the Year. I could also see that happening.
Yeah, that could also happen.
Like either way, Claire Obscure is going to clean house with awards.
Yeah, so it deserves like 5 awards. We shall see if it gets there. We shall see. Anyways, Matt, please plug your channel. Tell people they can find you, what you're up to, etc.
What is this guy doing on this game? He's not shooting them. He's just getting punched around.
No, he shot the dude in the knees, and that's why he's like staggering. And
finish him off.
Well, it's kind of fun to torture them a bit. I also did that as well.
Damn, that's sadistic. That's crazy.
It's pixels, bro.
That's crazy.
Listen, we're not yet at the time when people will be clutching their pearls for the rights of pixels. For now, we can still do whatever the hell we want.
I'm at that time. I'm clutching my pearls. I'm terrified.
Well, go and join Collective Shout, Matt. Go ahead.
I might just have to. Put a stop to you, sick freaks.
Shooting people's kneecaps and then just watching them stagger around.
Hell yeah.
And like they hesitate to shoot because the aim is shaky, right? Because of both of the knees are blown out.
I don't know about you, but whenever I gotta shoot someone in a game, I usually cry. But that's just because I have empathy, Loke. It's because I have empathy. But you can find me on.
I get an erection when I have to shoot someone. Sorry, go ahead.
I mean that too. Who says you can't do both? But you can find me YouTube, Matt Likes Games, videos every week, podcasts every week. Sundays 8 p.m. Eastern. For now, is the L3R3 podcast. I might actually change that into like me and Mike doing some streaming every now and then. But I don't know if it's going to be a weekly thing. It might be like a couple times a month sort of thing. We don't know yet. Either way, for now, we'll just say Sundays 8 p.m. Eastern for the L3R3 podcast. Myself, Hard Days Mike, and it's me, Twan. Wednesdays 8 p.m. Eastern is the two-player podcast. Myself and Am Solo. Fridays 8 p.m. Fridays 4 p.m. Eastern is Bullsitting here on this channel with myself, Woke, Ham, Cozy, Mental, a guest every now and then. But that's where you can find me.
Oh yeah, this Friday we do have a special guest coming through. It'll be fun.
Nice.
Vincent Vega says, play Shinobi Art of Revenge. Oh, sorry, Art of Vengeance. Is it that 2D game?
I need to check that out and Prince of Persia, because I know Prince of Persia just released a 2D game as well. I need to check out.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, you can find me on here on every single. Oh yeah, it is a 2D game. dude, if I didn't have so many games to play, I might give it a look. But I have lots of games to play, and you know I'm not a big fan of 2D. Like Trek to Yomi was the last 2D game that I played to completion and enjoyed. Most 2D games are pretty mid
I
in
mean,
my.
that's not that long ago. When was that? 2021? 2022?
I don't, I don't remember when Trek to Yomi came out, but it's the last one that I got in, played start to finish, and was just enthralled the whole way.
Are you
All the
excited
other
for
two,
Replaced?
yes, I know that got delayed.
Replaced looks really good.
Yes, yes, I'm very excited for that. And you know what? I don't mind the delay. I don't mind it.
Me either.
For me, it's like, bro, not everyone is No Man's Sky or Cyberpunk and gets to, redo and re-release and try again with their games. No, a lot of games come out, and if you're shit at the beginning, you're just shit.
Yeah, that's
You
true.
know. So replaced already it's on thin ice because it's a 2D for me. It's already on thin ice, and I'm excited for it. If it's broken on launch, bro, you might have to pay me to give it another chance. You might have to pay me.
Yeah.
Also Ninja Gaiden Rage Bound. PS5 blows, welcome in, smash the like button.
Let's
Says I like
go.
Ninja Gaiden 3 on NES and two, maybe two more. All right. All right. Well, you can find me on TSWS as usual with Matt, Ham, Cozy, Mental on Fridays, 4 p.m. Eastern, like he said. Wednesdays, we're here as well, 4 p.m. Eastern on The Lowdown. Ham's been away for a bit, but he shall return like Voldemort. And tomorrow, I'll be here as well with Oshus and Tae for Everything Plus Gaming. Should be interesting. We're going to be talking a lot of Metal Gear. I hope. I think. I hope no one cuts me off and it's like, no, it's enough Metal Gear. Because I'm sure by then I would have gotten further in the game and found more stuff. So yeah, join us tomorrow for Everything Plus Gaming. Y'all have a good one, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.
So